everybody. It's Don with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. I know that I am not scheduled on Monday, generally speaking, but guess what? Today, I'm here. I figured I'd pop in on a holiday and say hello, and more importantly, just get online and give some people some readings if you're interested. So if you are, let us know those questions in advance. Hadn't thought about what kind of readings I want to do. Again, it was an impromptu situation, and I'm looking at my phone right now just to make sure that I have the privacy settings properly, because for the personal Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, I have to change the privacy settings all the time for that one. It drives me a bit crazy, but hey, that's life in the big city. Can you guys hear me? Again, can you hear me well? Hopefully, let me know. So, hello, Jojo. Hello, Creating Balance. Hey, Richie. Pam, Divinely Guided. I'm Nessa. I hear you. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know, because I wasn't quite certain. I tested the mic earlier, but then again, sometimes when it goes live, it goes crazy. So you never know. Thank you, Gonzalez. Loud and clear. Super. Readings for Jojo. Any messages, please, for me? Absolutely. Hold. I'll peg you right now, actually, here. Super. Creating Balance, you want a reading as well? I'll add you to the list. Anybody else, let me know. Hey, Cassandra Lewis, nice to see you in. Nice to see everybody in. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of reading I'm going to do today. Since this is an unusual day for me to go online, I like them on the days that I go online and it is a bit unusual. I like to I don't know, get creative with the reading so they're not the same. So let's see what you know what we're going to do? We are going to do a 3-card draw for everybody. The first card is going to be what holds you back. The second card is what propels you forward. And then the third card is how you can use the first and second, knowing again what holds you back and what propels you forward, to move forward in the next, let's say, month. We're going to be looking at a month. Okay. So again, the first card will be what holds you back. The second card, what propels you forward. Again, what are those things that you could hold on, latch on to, that will again help you advance. And then the third card is how can you use those two things to your advantage? And when I say that, what I mean is clearly when I talk even about hold you back, sometimes things that hold you back are beneficial because they keep you from going too far down that path or go out on that limb too far. So again, it isn't always necessarily a bad thing that holds you back. It's just the things that keep you maybe in check is a good way to put it too, depending on how it comes out. Again, for some people, it's going to be bad. For other people, not so much. So with that said, let's take a look and let's do that. So again, I'm going to type that in real quick. So as I chat, just to fill time as I say this, so people will know, 3-card reading today. 3-card reading today. And usually I don't talk when I type, but I'm trying to make sure I don't forget as I type it. First card, what holds you back? Second card, let's do the wrong indication there. What propels you, Lord have mercy, propels, yes, you forward. And then the third card is how they can be utilized. Yes, I was solely prepared, right? You can tell. Utilized in the coming weeks. There we go. So let me put that up there so people will know when they pop in. I don't have to repeat it 10 billion times, but you know, as soon as I put up there, somebody's still going to come in and say, "Can I get a love reading?" So with that said, again, let me also go back. Let me make sure that I highlight the folks that have popped in. Hey, Summer, nice to see you in. Let's see. Hey, Linda, nice to see you in. Just checking, just marking the people as they popped in. Got that. All right. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anybody. So far on the list, I have Jojo, Creating Balance, Onessa, Richie, Gonzalez, Summer, Nicola, Pam, Linda, and Luis. If I did not call your name, that means I have not added you yet. And so again, if you want to be read and you haven't been added to the list yet, let me know. I got room for 5 more people. So let me know right now and I will add you to that list. If I did not call your name, again, you did not make the list. So if you didn't hear from me, even if you put in something earlier, again, those people that I mentioned are on the list. So let me know if you did not hear your name, then I will add you. Yes, yeah, Victor, I will add you, absolutely. And Victoria, I will add you as well. We have room for 3 more folks. Richie, did I call you or did I not call you? Can you remind me to make sure that I did not overlook you? Yes, Richie, you're on the list. Again, 3 more folks. Again, if I did not call you, that means you are not on the list. Even if you had asked earlier, it means I missed you, and I apologize for that. But let me read the list one more time to make sure. Jojo, Creating Balance, Onessa, Richie, Gonzalez, Summer, Nicola, Pam, Linda, Victor, and Victoria, in that order. Additionally, if you are headed out and you cannot stick around for the reading, let me know. Additionally, if I call you in advance and you're not here, you will. I'm going to pass over you. So again, make sure you're here for the reading because I'm only going to read the people who are here. Okay. So let's get rolling. Oh my goodness. Hey Jody, nice to see you in. I just had a funny little spirit come through here. Oh my gosh, she's a little girl. I don't know who this belongs. I don't know if anybody can own this, but there's a little girl here. She's about 3 to 4 years old. She passed at that age, by the way. She's been gone for a little while. Very sister energy. So if you've lost a sister, it could be a niece as well, because again, usually sister category, sister, niece, and maybe even one of yours, I don't know. Jody, I'll add you. Anyway, she is here. This energy, when I say she's here, the energy is here. Again, it's a young girl, 3 to 4 years old, kind of like blondish hair that's kind of little, blondish kind of headed toward a little bit of sandiness in it. She died in a car accident, is what I'm getting. It was an accident. Sorry, she corrected me. It's an accident. This young lady died in an accident as a young girl again. And I made the assumption of car. I don't know. They're not correcting. No, it is a car. It is a car because the father was driving. And they had an accident, and the daughter died. So if anybody this resonates with anybody, please let me know, and I will continue with the spirit. She says she's here for a woman. So there's a woman who identifies with the spirit. She's here for a woman, or maybe the woman will come in. I don't know. Maybe she's going to draw her in. So anyway, with that said, since nobody can connect to that spirit, nobody can own it, let's move on. Yes, this guy is a stud. I like that name. Wonderful way. You're number 15. So super. Let's get rolling. Again, since that energy does not resonate with anybody, I'm going to move on. And I'm going to ask energy to step back a little bit. She's very playful, though. She's a wonderful energy, by the way. Lord have mercy. I'd love to have had her as as a sibling or whatever. Not as a kid. I don't need any more. So first up is Jojo. Jojo. What is it that holds you back? What holds you back? Again, people, today we are doing a reading based on 3 cards. The first card, what holds you back. The second card, what moves you forward. And the third card, how can you use that to your advantage as you move forward in the next, say, maybe a month energy. Okay, so the first card for you, Jojo. Oh, Jojo, what holds you back sometimes? Sometimes the card, I'm not saying this, let me make sure, I am not saying this, okay? This is the card, I am the vessel. It's saying sometimes you can be too bitchy. Sometimes you are your worst enemy because you come off a little bit, you can come off a little bit harsh or a little bit, I don't know. I'm just going with what it's saying. So this is that queen that you like to control. It's this is the one who's like a little bit in control, a little bit of when things didn't happen, then hell breaks loose. And so again, that's what I'm getting for you. So when I see that, most important thing that again, try to just am I exactly? Oh my gosh! Thank you, Jojo. You reminded me. Yes.
The drama. Could it be me?
Exactly. So, excuse me. So just keep that in mind. One of the things that can hold you back, and you may even create distance, is sometimes you, in the moment, you just kind of let it loose. So over the next month or two, keep that in check so that doesn't pop out at you. The thing that moves you forward is, I love this, is that you have had to, this is the Knight of Pentacles, and so you've had to walk the fine line with finances. You've been in control of your finances. You've been, you again, having to deal with budget, and so financial issues, you have found very creative ways to control your financial issues and to work through them. So one of the things that propels you forward is you could have had landmines, but yet because you found ways to work with what you had, what's coming in, what's going out, your finances have been in like, again, it's one of those things, the finances have been walking a line, but you could have fallen over that line a long time ago in many different times. But because, again, you're planning and you're focusing on it, that has been a good thing. So again, keep attention to your budget. And then, oh my goodness, how can these things help you moving forward? And again, this is that heartbreak. Again, by keeping these things in check, by making sure that you're keeping your budget in check, making sure that you are being patient with people, making sure that you are, again, just making sure that you are in control, but allowing a little control to be given away when it can keep a situation from escalating. That will keep you from the heartache and heart frustration. So again, as long as you keep those things in mind and keep them in check, you're going to avoid this, which is again that drama, that heartache, that frustration. And again, when you see that card can mean heartache and frustration and whatever from many different angles. So the last thing you want to do is to don't attach it to just one person or one thing. The reality is it's just a general feeling of, again, frustration, anger, heartache, and being let down even. I mean, that's one of those things that come with that card. So hopefully that helps you, Jojo. Next in line is, you are welcome. Again, the word I used comes from the card. Don't beat me up too much. Next in line is creating balance. Creating balance. What do we have for creating balance here? All right. Creating balance. I'm being drawn to a different deck for you. So we are going to move into a different deck. Harmony. The thing that holds you back, have harmony around you. When you have a lot of drama around you, you have a lot of people around you who wind up wasting your time and your energy and resources because, again, you try to keep harmony, and when that disharmony is there, when the attitude, the drama, all the issues flying around, they tend to, again, take you off of your focus and they take you off your path, and then you wind up sidetracking yourself because you spend so much time trying to get back to harmony. So again, the one thing that this warns you about is during this time they're going to be a little more aggressive, those issues. And what you need to do is you need to put them in check. If you cannot control them, if you cannot determine their outcome, if you cannot be the person that makes the difference, then let it go and let go like God. Let it go. Do not let it come into you. Do not let you own it. Do not, nothing. It's like, you know what? I can't do anything about it. I'm not owning it. I'm not thinking about it, whatever. Because often things get dropped on you and then you own it and you feel bad about it. And the people who dropped it on you have moved on, but you haven't. And so you own it. So again, for you, keep the harmony and let the things go that you cannot control. And that's a wonderful thing. The thing that moves you forward is believing. You got to have belief. Creating balance, you have to, Cynthia, you have to have, you have to have this youthful exuberance and say, you know what, all things are possible. You have to actually believe it. This is enchantment. So again, believe in the impossible. Believe in the things that you believe truly cannot happen that way, because they can. It starts with you. So believe. This is that affirmation card. This is the manifestation. It's kind of the same thing. Now, that's not always the case that this is always the manifestation or affirmation card. But in this case, because of what we're trying to say with this is a card that propels you forward, is having belief that all things are possible. Having belief that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Having belief that things are going to get better, and telling the universe that's the case. And when you do, that enchantment will, again, come back to you, and it will prove itself right. You're going to get what you need. The hurdle, the bumps in the road, the frustration, they will move on. They will go away, because again, you can force the universe to your will. Okay. So again, please make sure you're doing the affirmation, my favorite affirmation, and that is I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. Please be doing that, but also believe and say other things. Make sure again that you speak in the present and you speak in the affirmative, in the sense of what I want, what is happening, and how it's to turn out. Okay. And then again, I love this one. The most important thing to remember is how will this help you moving forward? And what it's going to do is, again, sometimes you get so tied up into how you cannot be completely of service, or how you cannot completely help somebody, or how other issues that are part of your situation are driving other people and those things. And you know what? Who cares? Let it go. Be self-acceptance. Accept what you can do. Accept your limitations. Accept your accept the fact that you can't be the cure-all, fix-all, end-all of everybody and everything. Accept the fact that there are certain things that will drive on, whether you push or not. Accept the fact that there are shitheads in your realm from time to time, and when they do, that you can't fix them. You can't fix them and everything else. So embrace, love, and most importantly, appreciate yourself, appreciate what you can and cannot do, and leave the things that you can't do to somebody else. Don't carry that baggage. Don't carry the baggage. That's what I got for you, creating balance. Super, super, super. Next in line. Oh, yes, and thank you, Linda, for mentioning that. If you are on Facebook, please hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you've not had a YouTube page, if you've not created a YouTube account yet, please think about it and pop over and then subscribe to my account on YouTube. I would appreciate it. Additionally, hit those like buttons. Everybody, no matter where you're at, we can all hit those like buttons, please. And do we have any birthdays in here today? Any birthdays? Anybody out there with a birthday today? Let's see. You're welcome. You are welcome, creating balance. Next in line is Onessa. I'm not doing love readings. I'm not doing specific readings. I'm doing the 3 cards. So Onessa, please confirm you are here. After Onessa is Richie and Gonzalez, in that order, and then Summer. Please confirm you guys are here. And Onessa, make sure that you're okay with the reading I'm giving, because I'm not giving you, I'm not doing the readings like you had mentioned it. So, Gonzalez, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, Julie, nice to see you in. Good to see you yesterday, Julie, and I'm going to class tonight, so you'll probably see me in class again. So, yes. On Monday nights, I go to a live class where I am a student, and we actually sit and practice our psychic and mediumship skills that's here in Phoenix. And that's what I'm talking about when I mentioned to Julie. Tuesday nights, I teach class. I don't really teach. Again, I kind of moderate a get-together of psychics such as Julie and JoJo and Cynthia and others and Angie. And we help to answer questions for those who are thinking about being practicing psychic skills, developing them, learning them. Those who are already doing it, so we have them on all different levels. So the good part is that we offer that one here on the World Wide Web on Zoom, free of charge, no charge. Again, no charge. You can't find that very many places. But for us, it's free, like these readings that we always do. So if you're so inclined and you believe you have skills, or you want to see if you have skills, or if you want to develop those skills, or just be in a community where you feel like you're not unusual or alone, then you are welcome to join us. If you do want to join us, down below here, advice at Sonoran Mystic Tarot just wrote off, but again, you'll see it come back to email me your email address, and I will email you the Zoom link for the class. It starts at 8 p.m. East Coast, 5 p.m. West Coast, and so figure out the times in between. And it's on Tuesday night, which is tomorrow, and it starts at that time, runs for 2 hours. And again, we all get in there, and we just enjoy life and enjoy each other. And again, and it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, it's all good. Okay, so everybody's invited, and everybody there, and to make it clear, so that everybody knows, we are all psychic. I said it over and over again, and I truly know that to be the case. So no matter where you are in your development, or if you just started that path, you have the abilities. I promise you, you have the abilities. All you have to do is figure out how to tap those abilities. Okay, and they're not that difficult to tap, I assure you. We have some folks who they're blown away. They are totally blown away. Okay, super. Next in line is, I probably already said it. Yes, Anessa. Oh yeah, and Anessa confirmed she's here. Super, Anessa. I'm going to change decks again, Anessa, because I'm drawn to a different deck for you. Again, if you're in the Phoenix area tonight and you want to come to a live class, our moderator and teacher is Tina Escoto, and it is over at Everything Just Rocks. So if you're in the Phoenix metro area and you want to come to a live class, come over to Everything Just Rocks. Tina does the class every Monday night, and it starts at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So same bat time, same bat channel. With that said, Onessa. I'm sorry, Onessa. Now, Anessa, my dear, yours is all about the money. The things that hold you back and push you forward is money. The thing that holds you back, again, is that you want to help too much, you want to spend a little bit too much, and you don't have, again, your budget. You're spending more than you're taking in, and again, even when you spend for the right reasons and you have good faith, again, the one thing that frustrates you is no matter what you plan, there's always more bills at the end of the month than money. And so that is a problem for you, and it's a consistent problem. This is the return card, this is the return card, and this is also the card of always looking over. You cannot, when you are driving, when you are making a certain amount of money, you can't expect to be living a different lifestyle that you can't afford. And so this card is a card of warning, saying again, to propel you forward, stay within your budget. Do not want to live like everybody else and their lifestyle. Live your own lifestyle, your own limitations, your own benefits, whatever it is. Again, you can't live like everybody else. You shouldn't. None of us live like everybody else. We should all live in our own means and what we are drawn to. And if that then mirrors other people, that's wonderful. But again, the problem is right now it seems like you're spending a little more than you should and saving a little less than you should. And that's a problem. The solution is staying inside your budget. And this problem, unfortunately, is a problem I'm getting it's generational. And so it's a problem that has been there for a while. So again, make sure that you pay attention to your budget. Don't lapse over time in wanting something that everybody else has, or you see something that everybody else is doing. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. Eventually, again, by watching how you spend your money now, eventually you'll be able to afford it because, again, have made the right choices and you won't have the financial limitations that you did. That's all based on time and money and love. And most important, I love this. How does this help you? It helps you stay in control. This is the king. This is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is that determination. It's financial, it's business, it's entrepreneurial stuff. And so if you want to move forward, if you want to be in control of your life and of things around you, the way you do it is control your finances. Again, be in control of your finances. That's how you will control what's coming at you, okay? Because the money things I see are financially related. That's what I'm seeing for you. Next in line, welcome in, Lucy. Nice to see you. I'm not sure I recognize your name, so if this is your first time, well, welcome in. Appreciate you joining us. Lucy Emmy Reynolds. If anybody has a birthday today or this week, please let me know as well. I'd like to wish you happy birthday, but I'd also like to make sure I wish you a birthday. Oh, and Kina. Kina does have a birthday this week, so even though Kina probably isn't watching because she's traveling between work and home, maybe this one is for her and everybody who has a birthday this week. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. That's my birthday song. I'd love to have Stevie Wonder sing it because he sings it so much better. However, because we get dinged for copyright and all this stuff, I can't do it. So I have to do it myself. So hopefully you can tolerate my voice with the singing. Next in line is Richie Rodriguez. Again, Richie Rodriguez, Gonzalez, Summer, and Nicola. Please confirm you are here, and you will get a reading in that order. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Sorry, folks, just adjusting the thing here. Okay, Richie, this one's for you. Again, first card, what holds you back? Second card, what moves it forward? And the third card, how does that impact you over the next month or two? Gonzalez says, happy birthday to everybody who has a birthday. Especially, the one I know for sure is Kina. Kina is the master of our controls on Wednesday night. And I know and on Sundays with Angie. So I know her birthday is right around the corner. It's like in 2 days, if I'm not mistaken. The thing that holds you back, and this is wonderful. This is the Nine of Cups, okay? The Nine of Cups is that feeling of stopping and taking like an inventory and understanding of the things that make you happy and so forth. But the problem is this card, when you look at it in the negative aspect, is that sometimes you take too long to make a decision. You take too long, you beat an issue to death before you make a decision because you're basing it maybe on what makes you happy and you're not sure what makes you happy. Therefore, again, it drives you crazy. So the one thing about this card when you see it is don't put so much into each decision, but focus mainly on the larger decisions and make sure that you keep things moving forward. Because again, this is paralysis by analysis. You analyze and analyze and analyze. And by the time the decision's made, sometimes you miss the opportunity, or sometimes you, again, the full benefit of it isn't there because of that. The thing that moves you, pushes you forward is that desire to work. You're a hard worker. You will work through whatever it takes. This Knight of Wands is a very, 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 again, it's the Knight of Cards, sorry. This Knight of Cups is a very hard worker, very, very, very present in the moment, very willing to be involved, and very much a happier kind of attitude. So carry that with you. That happy attitude and that willingness to work and push through should help you to get out of the paralysis by analysis and make decisions so that when you use them together, don't be surprised if you get a lot of news coming in faster than it was and more good things coming to you. You'll get news of good things happening. So again, if news comes in and you need to make a decision, make it quicker, just take the leap and make it happen. And then whatever you decide, work it to make it fit and make it work for you. So where you get the most out of it. Okay, Richie, that's what I've got for you. Next in line is Gonzalez. And Gonzalez is I was going to say, is asking, is asking for a reading. I was thinking something else that came to my head is interesting. Lisa Holland Boyles. Lisa, you must have a bad hearing because my voice is terrible, but I enjoy singing anyway. So I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see, Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the thing that holds you back is that you have a problem sometimes of thinking outside the box. Sometimes you only go with what you know. You only think about what you have already experienced, what is in your world, and those kind of things. And Gonzalez, the one thing that they're telling me is to make sure that you reach outside the box. Make sure you think outside the box. Make sure that you're working and focusing on thinking of other ways to do something. There's many ways, as they say, to skin a cat. But if you think if there's only one or two, then you always do that. But maybe that's not the best way. So again, this card is reminding you, if you want to move forward, make sure that you expand your horizon. Make sure you expand your ideas and your thoughts. So therefore, you take in more information and also think of various other opportunities and ways to do it, because it's more than just one way to do things. Okay. Interesting thing, the things that move you forward is you like to be busy, and you like a lot of stuff on your plate. So again, this propels you. It's like, for some reason, the more you have to do, the more you will do. It's like, because you're compelled to get it done. I love this. So again, let that spirit work for you always. Again, as you get hit with things. But one thing I would note when I see this card and feel this is that don't take on other people's business too, and don't take on more than you can handle. But I don't think that you do, because I think, again, you step up, you have the energy to do it. But while you're doing it, make sure you keep that open mind. Okay, remember, you may have a lot to do, but sometimes you can do things in a better way or a quicker way. Work smarter, not harder. That's what I tell a lot of people, work smarter, not harder. So remember, that's what that card kind of indicates to me. So make sure that as you use those to your benefit, oh yeah. Remember I said about the thinking, okay, this is telling you for the next 2 months is that you're going to be having a lot of issues where you can't make a decision. And so when you hit that and cannot make the decisions, make sure that you think outside the box. Because as you think outside the box, the clarity comes, okay? When you're getting slammed and you're so in the moment that you can't think beyond this, think about something else. Look for ideas, look for inspirations, look beyond what you know, because again, it'll take you from a stuck position to a very successful position, somebody who's achieved. Okay, so again, work smarter, not harder. Absolutely. That is one of the best things I could ever say to anybody, and one of the most things I would ever want you to grasp. Work smarter, not harder. You know, as much as I love my parents and as wonderful as they were to us, they grew up in an era and a time where culturally they were taught that you had to work, you had to physically work to make money, you had to physically work to get things to happen for you. And when I wanted to get into engineering, and when I eventually became a lawyer, it was a bit strange to them because they couldn't understand how I could sit at my computer, wherever my computer would be, or sit in my house or whatever, sit someplace, and not have to physically lift something and yet still make finances, make business. Or when I would buy properties, and I still had the problem with my mother-in-law, we buy properties and we rent them, and as our tenants pay, of course that pays, and our values of our property go up, and we have income because of the rentals. And my mother-in-law still has an issue with that. She still can't seem to grasp the concept, and so she doesn't see that as a job, taking care of this property. She doesn't see that as money coming in, because it's not work put forward. So again, smarter, not harder. Smarter, not harder. And believe me, it's a blessed life when that happens. Next is Summer. Summer, this one's for you. Actually, and that just triggered in my head. I keep forgetting, but I'm not forgetting. But the point is Summer, I think you understand, because Summer is part of my family, my extended family, so she understands that concept, or should understand that concept quite well, because again, it's just part of the family that we are. Hey, Wendy from visiting in Mexico there, and nice to pop in. Tell Angela I said hello. I just saw Wendy the other day. Yesterday it was actually. Wow, you're over in Mexico now. She was just here. Good to see you in Wendy. Oh my goodness. Karen, I'm not doing readings on loves and everything else. I'm doing 3-card pull today. We're just doing a 3-card pull. So again, Summer, you are next, and this is for you. Summer, the things that hold you back. Questions. Summer, sometimes, again, this is an interesting thing. When you get questions that you can't seem to resolve the issue around, you spend a lot of time focusing on those those things you don't know. And then you're like, I got to find the answer. I got to find the answer. No, I didn't see Debbie's on here. Sorry. Yeah, good to see. Hey, Debbie, nice to see you. When I'm actually Debbie, oh, she's on YouTube. Super. Thanks, Debbie. When I'm done summer, I'll read you right next. Debbie's my cousin. I adore Debbie. Debbie's my crazy cousin. She and I just like we're insane together. She brings out the craziness in me. Otherwise, I'm kind of boring. But anyway, the summer. Back to you. Sorry to interrupt there. This is the summer. The thing is the thing I'm getting is when I see this is that situation where sometimes you don't have. Sometimes when you don't have the answers, you kind of get frustrated and you kind of work too hard because you had the questions, but you don't have the answers. And sometimes you just need to let it go and it'll find its way through. So don't get too bogged down in questions, okay? Summer, that's the thing is be careful over the next month or two not to get too bogged down in questions. And if you have an answer, wonderful. If not, push it off and move forward, and eventually that answer will come to you, okay? The second card that I have, the things that move you forward, again, this is that hangman. So again, it's the thing that moves forward that is so important is when I ask you about questions and answers, and sometimes, again, when you don't have the answers, you just kind of hang there and try to figure it out, and you spend so much time not moving forward. So again, these two cards are perfectly paired because it's saying don't get tied down and bogged down without moving forward because you don't have all the answers. You're not going to have all the answers, but they will eventually come to you. So when you have a situation, just move forward and get beyond hangman, and the answers will show themselves again. So again, don't allow yourself to get bogged down in questions without answers. If you don't find the answers quickly, then move on, and eventually the answers will come to you. Again, that's the good part, is the answers will find you. And then ultimately, look at this. What's coming to you, if you do those two things, this is the Queen of Cups. This is that woman who is happy and wonderful. Now, this is also a woman, the Queen of Cups is that woman who has some flexibility and needs to be flexible because things don't always work out quite the way they expected. But I can tell you that if you want to be happy, be flexible, be ready for change, be ready for things, because again, you're not always going to have all the right answers, but you're going to get, you have the questions, the answers will find their way to you eventually. And sometimes you've made the wrong choice. But as the Queen of Cups, you adjust and you move on. Again, so don't bury yourself down too deep in the morass of I don't know and I must know everything. You don't need to know everything, okay? Sometimes you just need to know enough. Enough, just enough. Next in line is my cousin Debbie. Debbie. You are welcome, Summer. What do we have for Debbie? Debbie, I'm drawn to change decks for you as well. I'm drawn to the healing deck. This is the angel healing deck, and again, it's calling to me. Debbie, the thing that holds you back is romance. You love too much, Debbie. The people you love, you give too much. The people you love request so much of you, and sometimes there's not enough to go around when it's over. I totally get the fact that your love is unyielding. Your love is abundant, but there's only so much of Debbie that can go around. And so Debbie, yes, love people. Yes, help people. Yes, nurture people when you can, but be careful that that love is not taken advantage of to the point where you are not taking care of yourself and you are not healthy and you are not present in the moment sometimes because you're so tired or because you're giving so much to everybody else. Again, love is one thing, but don't let it go to the extreme where it then becomes a bludgeoning instrument that beats you down. It should lift you up. And so when people come into your life who you love and they have issues, one of the things I would tell you is tell them, hey, I can't do much about that, or yet, not today. Not today, I don't have time, or I don't have any left. I mean, my tank should be here, and yet it's way down on my ankles because I'm empty. And you need to make sure you fill your vessel. Make sure you fill your vessel of love. Make sure you fill your vessel of energy. Make sure you fill your vessel of all those things that can project and move you forward. Because again, you give too much sometimes, and know that it's good to give so much, but only if you have it. And so make sure that the folks around you are getting what you can give them, but not everything you have. because you have to leave something for you. It will show up on your health. And again, the things that I was just saying, the things that show up, I say the things that will show up on you. This is the body care. So again, this is what puts you forward, pushes you forward. Take care of yourself. Again, you love folks, but you deplete yourself sometimes. You care so much for what they need and you want to take care of them, but you give more than you have sometimes. Again, take care of yourself. If you take care of yourself and you remember to take care of yourself, give as much as you can. And then at one point when you have no more, say, I don't have anything more right now. People have to understand, and you move on. A healthier you is a longer term you. A healthier you will be here longer. A healthier you will ensure that you can help more people. So again, if only a few people get the benefit of you because you've depleted everything on them, then unfortunately other people haven't gotten that benefit, and you feel like still I need to help them, but you don't have it to give. So again, find the balance. Find the balance, okay? And how's that going to help you moving forward in the next 2 months? Harmony. You're going to find harmony because again, you're going to say, hey, I am not infinite. I am finite. I only have a limited amount of love. I only have a limited amount of time and energy and resources. And so again, once I realize that my limitations are there, that is finite and not infinite, then I find harmony. And that harmony and that balance allows me, again, to take care of myself as well as everybody else. Because if everybody else is taken care of and you're not taking care of yourself, you are not in harmony. And if you're not in harmony, then again, not so good things can happen to you. And not just mentally, psychically, whatever, or even psychologically. I'm talking physically. Again, you're depleting yourself. So take your time, give yourself a break, okay? Hopefully it helps you, Debbie. Hopefully it's on point. Let me know, give me some feedback there. Next in line is Nicola. Nicola, are you here? And Nicola, Pam, Linda, and Luis. In that order. Please confirm you guys are here. Nicola, Pam, Linda, and Luis. Sounds like a law firm. Doesn't it? I'm serious. What can I say? While we wait, I wanted to, let's see, what do we have here? Hey, Pam. Yep, Pam's here. Good. Super, super. I wanted to show you guys something, but this is not the right moment, so we won't do that. And Linda's here. Super, super. So, Nicola, again, one more time. Nicola, are you here? If not, we will be moving on. Nicola, please let me know. If not, then we're going to Pam. So Pam, Linda, and Luis. Again, Nicola, Pam, Linda, and Luis. Nicola. Now, you know, as soon as I go, within 5-10 minutes, I was here, and that may be the case, but I don't see it. Hey, Cindy Riddle, how are you? It's your birthday? Oh, my God. A couple arbitrating and out to get me. I don't see it. Well, Cindy, I can't go all there, but when it comes to the drama, but Cindy, I do offer you this. Absolutely. Oh, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Hopefully, Cindy, that will be a bright moment in your day. Lord. You're welcome, Debbie. You're welcome. Let's see again. Nicola, it was not here. I do not see Nicola. So, Nicola, we are passing on, and we are headed to. Was it Pam? Was next? I think it was Pam. Indeed, Pam. Happy birthday to ya. Pam, I'm changing cards once again. No, I'm not. I thought I was, but they're like, no. So we're staying with the healing cards, Pam. Healing energies, healing you need to hear. Super, 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 super. And if you ask me the difference in card decks, this is an Oracle deck. This is the Angel Healing deck, one of my favorite all-time decks. Usually this comes when there is emotional healing or needing to like love and emotions and things like that are not love as in boyfriend, girlfriend, but more of a healing of love and energy and light, knowing that. Now this deck here is a tarot deck, 78 cards, where this is usually like 40, 45, 48 cards. This is 78 cards, and it's a minor arcana and major arcana for tarot. As you can see, that the images are quite striking. As I try to bend my arm around, you can see it. And it has major and minor arcana, and in it different kinds of messages. So to me, this is a very general. It's more specific and general in a way because it kind of can go into different things Where to me, this is all about if you're in a emotional place, if you're in a place of hurt or wound or healing, then these cards tend to yell at me more. And so, as I was saying, I was going to change decks, but for Pam, I'm drawn to, again, that Oracle deck. And again, it's Angel Healing deck. We were at a shop not so long ago, and they don't make these decks anymore, by the way. Anything you get is going to be used, but that's the deck. And that deck was going for $100. I did not pay $100. I paid like $8 or something for it because where I bought it, but a long time ago. And then the other deck that I just showed you, the tarot deck, is the Gilded Tarot deck. And again, its images are amazing. The card that showed you on the box, that is the Strength card, which I love that Strength card. But I also love this card here, and that's the Magician card. If you see it right there, that's the Magician card in the deck, and that's the Master Manifester, because the Magician card is a card that says you can do anything. You can do anything. I love that card. So anyway. Let's see, where are we? Got so sidetracked. Steph. Yeah, Steph, unfortunately, the list is closed. They closed a little bit earlier, so there will be no more additions to the list. Thank you for popping in. And I will be back on tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, starting here at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, and then I will be on for about 2 hours with Susan. Wednesday evening, I'll be back in starting at 6 p.m. with Angie, and then Thursday morning with Shauna, and that starts at 8 a.m. as well. And they're all Mountain Times. I quoted you with Mountain Times. So there are times to pop back in. But again, folks, if you pop in after about a half hour, 45 minutes, you have a chance of missing it because again, the list sometimes fills up quickly. Okay. So I'm not saying it happens every time, but to be honest with you, it does seem to happen every time these days. So I don't know, maybe the demand itself is a problem, I'm not sure. And and you know what? I can't believe I just, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, good. So let's see. Yes, reading for Pam. Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Absolutely. Well, I need somebody to keep me on track, Glenda, that's for sure. Okay, I got to deviate. There's another spirit came in. This is an older woman. Okay. No, I correct that. It's an older man. It's an older man. He passed in his mid-60s. He had salt and pepper colored hair that went gray. So again, he had dark colored hair. He was about 5'10", 5'11". He's showing me his hands. His hands are rough. He reminds me of my dad. He was like a mechanic. This guy was a mechanic. Yeah, he worked with cars. He's showing me my dad's hands. And my dad had such amazing, strong, nubby fingers from being a mechanic, and they always had that darker hue on them, not because of, it's just that the oils and stuff, and so he just kind of had like little cracks, and you could, anyway, this guy has them. So again, this is someone's dad. So there's a person here. This is your dad. He's telling me, and he was a mechanic. He died in his 60s, mid-60s. Again, about 5'9", 5'10", maybe 5'8". I don't know. It's not super tall for sure, and not super short. He was a thinner build when he was younger. He put on all the weight, but he always was in relatively good shape. I'm getting cancer, and it's somewhere like prostate or something like that. Good jovial man, but he really wasn't. He wasn't loud. He wasn't verbose. He wasn't. But he was a happy soul, loving happy soul. By the way, very loving. And he wasn't like he didn't hit you with his opinions. Instead, if you asked, he would share with you. But he didn't, and he wasn't real judgmental. He again, it's like if you wanted to know something, you would ask him, and he would tell you. But he wasn't gonna come out right out, and he did not This man was somebody who really, I sense that he's such an amazing spirit. He didn't really have enemies. He was loved. He was liked. People liked him. They respected. They respected is a word that it's like it just ticked in my head. They respected this man. He was very respected. And when he passed, so many missed him so much because he was that one spirit in a community that so many people were drawn to. He wasn't the grouchy neighbor next door. He wasn't the nosy neighbor. He was just that wonderful soul, and people respected and appreciated him. And he was a good, again, insightful person. He seemed to have an amazing ability to see through you, to know what it is you needed to say, and to help you get the words out. Because sometimes you would not know how to have conversations with him, and you were afraid he would go off in a different direction. And you were amazed. Again, you being the daughter, that's who I'm talking to. It's a daughter here that he's in. You were amazed at the fact sometimes you would expect him to totally not understand, and he did. And sometimes he understood before you told him. God, he's such a great spirit. I'm trying to get a name, and it's like I'm hearing a name, but it's not this name. It is not this name, because this name is just so generic, and it's my ego pepping in because I'm trying so hard. But just know, your dad's here. Whoever this is, your dad is here. And again, I see his hands, and just I just see him open. He brought everybody into the fold, and the fold is an interesting word. He's throwing at me. Fold, into the fold. Everybody is welcome in the fold, into the fold, into the fold. And I'm sure that's such a it's a religious term. I remember when we were in church, we always hear the fold, come into the fold, into the. So again, he must have been religious. He was a religious man. Anyway. Whoever it is, your dad's here, and he is amazing, and he's wonderful, and he's sharing experience. He's also, okay, because you're going through drama. Okay, he's like, enough about him. You're going through some drama right now. You're going through some issues, and that you're not alone. And it's interesting too, because he's showing me you just sitting in a chair in a living room, and you're just kind of like, it's like you're despondent, and you just feel like, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do, and I don't know who to turn to. And you feel like you don't know who to turn to because he's not there. He's not the person that you can talk to. And so you feel like, again, you just feel despondent because you don't have that someone to have this conversation, and it makes him sad because he is there. He is there. So again, what he's asking me to ask you to do is take that leap of faith that he gave you. He comes back to faith. Again, I keep getting faith and fold. He must have been a religious man. He had to have been, because this energy is a very open, loving. This is the old preacher. This is an old preacher feeling. It's an old preacher that was before money ever came in, and where he would work a full-time job or have like something else, and he preached. And it was like, and it was a calling. It was not a job for him. It was a calling. He loved being a preacher. I just get that feeling, whoever this is, again, so I hope somebody can own it. But most importantly, know that he's there with you. And when you need to talk to him, he's asking you to speak out, to verbalize it, to have the conversation with him. He is there. He is there. Take that leap of faith with him and speak it. And in that quiet moment, don't be surprised if you see, again, a shadow, a movement, because he wants to somehow make you connect and know that he's there, but it's just not happening, but he is there. So again, please, when you're in these despondent situations, speak to him, have a full conversation. And if you feel stupid, who cares? You're by yourself. Who cares? Because you're talking to your dad. Okay, so have that conversation, speak that language, speak verbally, and give him that love, that respect and appreciation that he's there for you, and know that he'll help guide you. And he may not be speaking to you, he may not whatever, but you will get the ideas. He'll somehow get that information to you. Okay, but he's hoping to press you to the point where you see him. And so therefore, again, don't be surprised if you look while you're in that state and while you're talking, don't be surprised if you see something flick and it's like a shadow move or something come across. That's him. He's trying to show you he's there. Okay. Whew, heavy, heavy energy. I did not expect. I don't know if this resonates with any of you guys, but whoever it does, wow. Ooh, Lord have mercy. That was good. That was good. Now back to the readings. Let me see what I missed. Sorry, folks. Let me go back and look at my things here. Yep, back to Pam. Yep, don't see that. Oh, Cindy, do you think that's your dad then? Oh, okay, wow. Interesting. And I was just talking to you, and then he pops in pancreatic scan. Yeah, pancreas. Yeah. Yep. That's what I was getting down there, like the pancreas. The I wasn't sure. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And minister. Okay, the minister makes sense again because he used some certain terminologies like again fold and so forth. How amazing. Yeah. He's here. Oh my gosh, absolutely, counselor. Yeah, he did, and that's what I said. Everybody came to him. He was that guy. Oh my God, how wonderful! I'm so glad that somebody could own that because his energy was so amazing. And I've got goosebumps right now. I have goosebumps, and it's like he feels like it's interesting because I'm getting the feeling of he's thanking me because the message was received. Okay, wow, how cool is that? Holy crap. Yeah, he was a minister. Okay. Wow, thank you for confirming that because again, it just, wow, that's cool. And he was a mechanic, yeah, because I see the hands and I'm like, I know those hands. Wow, thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Cindy, for confirming and letting me know that was, wow, nice. Thank you. Thanks, Dad, too. Oh my gosh, how wonderful. I love it. Whew. Let me get a drink. Sorry, guys. That was a bit heavy. That was heavy. In a good way. Whew. Okay, Pam, I'm sure you're still here. I'm hoping you're still here. Thanks, Pam. Wow. Don't thank me. It wasn't me. I was the vessel. It was her father so wanting her to know this. And of course, how amazing on her birthday too. And that she came in at that moment. It's like when she came in, he came in. So that made sense because he wasn't here earlier. How does this happen? Don't ask because I can explain it, but it'll bore you to tears. Okay. We got for Pam here. Pam, my dear. Again, things that hold you back, you gotta let some things go, Pam. You just let it go. You know my phrase, and I wish I could sing it, but you know when if I play that thing, we get things, so I won't do it. But you understand what I'm saying, Pam. Pam, the one thing that holds you back is you often carry things you have nothing to do with, things that you can't control. And so the surrender and release card is very clear that you need to let go and surrender and release the things that you cannot or should not have dominion over, and let those things pass and only focus on the things that you can. The things that you are good at are healing. You're good at helping people to heal. You're good at helping people and caring for them. You're good at giving them the right words at the right time. You're good at just nurturing. You're very nurturing and loving and caring. And that's the thing that will propel you forward, is always being ready to take care of that. And also, Pam, this card is for you too. You've got still some healing to do. You're carrying some baggage still that you need to release. And part of it is acknowledging it, and then of course releasing it, and you're holding on to it, but you need to surrender it, because until you surrender and let it go, the complete healing is not done. So again, in your own personal situation, Pam, there's some healing to be done, and there's some addressing to some just again throwing it into somebody else's hands and saying, I'm giving this to you. I'm giving it to you. God, I'm putting it in your hands. Higher power, I'm putting in your hands. Archangel Michael, I'm putting in your hands. Archangel Gabriel, I'm putting in your hands. My spirit guides, hey, I'm turning this over to you. Help me with this. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And then the thing that's going to help you is it's going to help you find that peace, that strength. And when I see meditation, it's just that meditative spirit, that kind of zen. So again, if you do these things, let go of the things that you can't control, let go of the things that drive you crazy, things that you cannot make a difference in. Again, focus on healing yourself, let go, and then heal the things you can. Again, you're going to find the zen. So to get to the zen, you got to do the self-healing. Okay, that's what I got for you, Pam. Hopefully that resonates with you. It's interesting. Sometimes when I give bad news, I say I hope it resonates with you, and then part of me is like, hell no, I hope it doesn't, because I don't want bad things to happen. So not that I give bad things often, but there are times where I have to give it as I see it, and it's not good, and then I'm thinking, damn, I wish maybe it doesn't happen. Even though it would not be what I said. So anyway, you know what I'm saying. Before I get myself in trouble here, let me move on. Linda, you are next, and I know Linda's here. So, and then after Linda, it's Luis, Victor, Victoria. I love that, Victor, Victoria. Hey, got that? Love it. That movie, Victor, Victoria. I thought it was clever. Anyway, so Luis, Victor, and Victoria in that order. After Linda. Linda, my dear, you are next. Wow. I'm still basking in that glow. I'm still basking in the glow of this gentleman. Isn't that great? It's crazy, right? But it is. It's wonderful. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness. Okay. Linda, the things that hold you back. Linda. This is that Queen of Cups. Again, it's like you have so much love, and how's your BFF? He's fine. He's fine. He's actually working today. Today was not a holiday for him, but this is your Queen of Cups. And so again, the Queen of Cups. The thing about a Queen of Cups in this situation, why it holds you back, is that sometimes you know that you're making a wrong decision. You know what you need to do, but because of love and because of walking gently and because of trying to balance so many things, that you go against what you know would be the best situation, and in return, that situation doesn't get resolved. Sometimes it can get inflated, or sometimes or whatever. But again, it's sometimes you love too much, and now I can see where you can be a little dictator too. Don't get me wrong, because I can see that kind of energy with this queen. But at the same time, it's not in a negative way. It's more again. So again. Sometimes you got to keep the love in check, and you have got to be so flexible that you allow certain things to take and play itself out. Even when you know it's going to happen, you just got to let it go, let it have its own way. Now, this is interesting too, because this is telling me that you've needed to make a decision, you've been wanting to make a decision, and you can't seem to do it. And you know what you got to do. Again, you know what you got to do, but it's going to cause some grief, and some people who you love are not going to like it, or whatever. I don't know. But again, you shy away from making that decision, and this is telling you you've got to make the decision. Stop being the hang person. Stop being the person that can't move forward, and make them who can move forward by making the decision. And when you do, the universe is going to grant you a gift. They're going to give you a gift out of nowhere. That's that cup, and that cup is going to say, we're going to shake you up. This stable environment you've been in is going to shake up. And so again, that's the gift from the universe. And that gift from the universe is only, again, once you get out of this morass and this stuckness and make a decision. So you make the first move, and the universe is going to make the rest for you, or help you in making them. Okay? That's what I got for you, Linda. Next in line is Luis, and she did say she is here. So we're on to Luis next. Thanks everybody for being so patient, by the way. When spirit comes in, again, when spirit comes in, I go right to spirit, because I don't control the time that they're in or who's coming in. And so I tend to take those, and sometimes it frustrates people, because like Pam, who's on deck, Pam is super cool. I knew Pam would not have an issue with it. But again, sometimes when people are on deck, they get anxious themselves because they want the reading, and I totally understand it. But at the same time, when the spirit comes in, I'm going with it, and that's what I do. So bear with me. Give me that little flexibility, and I promise you that you still get your readings. And usually they're even better, because when spirits come in like this, my vibration level gets higher, and the information gets so much more in tune with whoever I'm reading, which is nice. Or is that whomever? I'm not sure. So Luis. Pam says I'd give up my reading for that. Absolutely. I appreciate that, Pam. Okay. Yeah, Jody, you're down on the list. You are still coming. I appreciate you letting me know and hanging in there with me. Wow, Luis, the cards are not singing. What's up here? The cards are not really anything. That is really strange. Hmm. You know what? Luis, I'm not getting any. I'm even. I just put my hand on the Dream of Gaia tarot deck, and I had my hand a few seconds ago on this deck. There is no energy, Luis, for these at all. So I'm going to go what I got. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go a little different, okay? Even though I said 3 cards for everybody, your energy is not there for the cards. The cards are not. They're not your friend today, and not in a negative way. There's no message in the cards for you. So I'm going through the psychic on this one. And Luis, the psychic message that came clear to me earlier, but I was suppressing it because I'm not doing that kind of reading today, but I will do it since the cards aren't playing and they're not being friendly right now to you, unfortunately. And that is for lack of it's a vulgar way to put it, but shit or get off the pot. That's what I'm getting, Luis, for you. Shit or get off the pot. You've been having, you have a decision to make. You've been facing this situation for a while, and I'm feeling like you won't pull the trigger, and it's time that you do. It's enough already. You know what you have to do. You know what direction again, it's one of the things that there's a situation. You know what you should do. You know what you must do, or you think you must do, and they're telling me do it. Just do it. Stop with everything else. No excuses. No letting yourself off the hook. No more waiting. Shit or get off the pot. It's either make a decision and move forward, or stop asking for that direction. Because again, you can't have it both ways. You can't ask for spirit to give you a direction and then you don't move your feet. How fair is that to spirit? And spirit is frustrated with you right now, and so that's why spirit's not talking to me. So again, Luis, whatever this is, and I am not certain what they're talking about, but they're telling me that you know what I'm talking about. So make that decision and move forward. If it's the wrong decision, or if it isn't quite the actual perfect fit, change, deviate. It's not a problem, but move forward. And what comes to my mind is that old song, "You've got to move it, move it. You've got to move it, move it." That's where I'm coming with you, Luis. Hopefully it resonates with you. And again, sorry about the cards, but when spirit doesn't want the cards to talk, they won't, and they did not. They were like dead silence. No jumpers, no nothing. I mean, like, they shut that door. Okay, so that's what we got. Again, shit or get off the pot. Plain and simple. And my thing, when I can't read them, I'm like, this is me. This is me. This is how I feel. So there you go. That's how I feel. Next in line is, who is next? Next in line is Victor. Victor, you said you're here. It's Victor, Victoria, Jody, T. Marie, and then this guy is a stud in that order. Victor, Victoria, Jody, T. Marie, and this guy. Victoria is here. You are next. And oh yeah, the cards are back now. They're like, Victor, Victor, Victor. Unfortunately, Faro London, the list is closed for the day. I'll be back on live tomorrow morning. Hey, welcome in, Babaloawa Ifashola. So wonderful of you. I was wondering if I was going to get trolled today. And I am certain that everybody wants an accurate reading from you, because you are coming on somebody else's channel begging for readings. You must be amazing at what you do. And since you popped into my readings, this is what I think of you.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Oh, Lord, help the child. So with that said, I will help you out of the room as quickly as you got into the room. Folks, be careful about these people. Anybody who comes in doing that kind of stuff, they're looking to eventually get you in, they ask you for money or whatever. I don't charge. Only my private readings, and I don't go out there and make them happen. If you come to me, you come to me. If you don't, you don't. So again, don't respond to these people. Don't give them any light of day. Okay. So next in line, of course, is still Luis. It's not Luis. What am I doing? Where's my head? It's Victor. Victor. Oh, Victor. Victor. The things that hold you back is you don't party enough. You don't, it's not partying. You don't celebrate enough. You don't celebrate the little wins. You don't celebrate the little things that happen that make life worth the big things, okay? So again, make sure that you take the time and celebrate the good little things. The things that, again, they don't have to be major. A little win is a big win if you make it that way. You know, if your child takes the first step, that's a celebration. If your kid gets an A in school, that's a celebration. If you got 4 green lights in a row where you usually get 2 or 3 reds, that's a celebration. Find the reasons to celebrate. Celebrate a little more, because the things that hold you back are the fact that you don't celebrate the little things, and therefore life just seems to be a bunch of bigger things. So again, I truly suggest for you to stop a little bit more, celebrate a little more, celebrate the little things, and make sure you celebrate with the people who mean the most to you. Because again, that's who helps the little things become big things. The things that move you forward is that feeling of justice, that feeling of sense of balance. And so stay balanced. No highs, no lows. Again, for the next month or two, no highs, no lows. Most importantly, find the balance. Make sure that everybody is being treated well. Make sure that no one gets a little too much and no one gets a little too little. You know, again, find that balance and make sure that you are filling your vessel as well. Because if you're not filling your vessel, then you would have a problem, okay? And then how does that move forward with you? Is again, the universe is getting ready to grant you a gift, okay? Again, you had the justice card, which is helping you. And again, if it's a legal situation specific, that could be a case. But right now we're doing kind of like what it's things that compel you. So again, I don't think that's the case. But most importantly, again, is the judgment cards coming. So the judgment is the universe is going to be helping to step in and lift you up. It's going to help you to take care of something and to fix something or to move you forward. So for the next 2 months, stay balanced, and make sure that you're filling yourself and your cup and your vessels. Make sure that you're giving yourself the little celebrations along the way and appreciating the things that life has brought you and the things that you brought because of what you've done to life. And then most importantly, the universe will do the rest, okay? That's what I'm getting for you for Victor. Next is Victoria. Victoria. Let's see. Again, I love the fact it was Victor, Victoria. Just can't get over that. Oh, and that was not planned, by the way. It was like right after each other when you popped in. Victoria. Victoria, the things that hold you back. Lord have mercy. The things that hold you back is that you sometimes work on emotions. You sometimes put a little too much into emotions, and when things blow up, you tend to get pissy about it, or you get frustrated, or you get stuck and you feel like, oh, I made the wrong thing, and then you dwell. So again, stop running on emotion only. Run on logic, run on reason, run on things that can help you make better choices. Sometimes it's about relationships, by the way, choosing the wrong person. You get so into the moment, you forget that there's a lifetime of the planet, and some of the things you can't live with, but yet you totally overlooked that initially because you're so into the moment. So again, this is telling you, it's kind of giving you a very strong indication, stop living both just closely to the vessel of emotions, okay? And start putting, just start using a little more logic and a little more reason. And you can still have the love, but again, the logic and reason to help you put the other in check, okay? The thing that moves you forward is you're a worker. You will work something to death. I'm telling you, if I had a business again, I've kind of sold all the businesses and I don't have much left in that sense. But if I did, I'd be hiring you because this is telling me you are a worker and you will work it to death. You will work it till it's done, and you do not get tired of doing that. But be careful when you do that, because as you do this, make sure that you take care of yourself as you move forward. But this is a good card. So again, stay with the work, do the hard work, put the work in. And as you put the work in, I'm telling you, it's going to come forward. But again, as you work, make sure you're working based on your movement and that choices and things are all about logic and reason why you're doing it, and not just merely emotions. Okay. And then overall, you're going to save yourself a heartbreak and again, if you use some logic, if you lose some, use some logic, use some reason when you're going looking, and if you work on through things, and again, don't quit easy, don't get frustrated, just keep pushing forward. You're going to avoid heartbreak again. So with the people you choose and the things you choose in life, again, a little less emotions, a little more logic, and you'll avoid this, which is a heartbreak. Okay, that's what I'm getting. But I also, Victoria, I want to bring one more thing to you. This is deviating from our thing, but you've got a big change coming. Life is getting ready to throw you a change. I'm looking maybe 2 months that there's going to be a change. You will not be in control of this change. You will not be someone who can keep this moving. So with this, I'm asking you to make sure that when you see the change starting to happen, jump on board and find a positive way to navigate. Make the change. You can't stop the change. And again, it's not something you initiate, but use it to your advantage. And so find a way to make sure that you see the change, that you see how it's going to play out, and that you jump on the bandwagon to get the most advantage from that change, okay? We're looking, again, 2 to 3 months. So keep an eye out for that change. You will know when it's coming, okay? It's not going to be like a subtle thing. It's going to be obvious, okay? So make sure you're ready to jump when that happens. And make sure you're ready to follow a line in the sense of saying, hey, how can I best ride this? It's like riding a surfboard, riding a wave. You know, the surfboard's not the steadiest thing, but if you ride that wave well, my God, what you can do. Okay? That's the energy I'm getting. Next in line is Jody. And then it's T. Marie, and this guy is a stud in that order. T. Marie's here still, Jody's still here. This guy's a stud. I don't think he's here anymore because I haven't heard from him. Yeah, T. Marie, you did make the list. You were next after Jody. Okay. Don't be worried, Victoria. That last card is a Tower card. Again, it's a change card, but it is not. Change is not always a bad thing. Change can be a very good thing. Again, it's how you use it. And so, when change starts happening, if you sense it, you feel it, you can ride it, and again, make sure that it is a good thing. You have the control. So don't be afraid of the card. The card is nothing to fear. Change is not to be feared necessarily. Sometimes, again, change can bring good things. Okay? Jody. Keep planting the seeds, Jody. Keep planting the seeds. This is a card saying that you, again, this card is like a negative again. So it's like, keep planting the seeds, keep working on putting things into the ground, which will eventually grow. And when I'm saying it's a metaphor, as you know, I'm not saying put plants in the ground necessarily. But what I'm saying is the thing that can hold you back is you didn't do enough groundwork. So do enough work. If you were writing a book, make sure you do the research. If you're getting ready to teach a class, make sure you've done the research. If you're getting ready to sit in a class, do some reading. If you are looking at changing careers, again, it's putting the groundwork in. So do the groundwork, do the back work that helps you in moving forward. If you're having with somebody specifically, find out what it is that's at the heart of the problem, not the problem, but what's at the heart of the problem. Again, everything. So again, the groundwork here then, Jody, for the interview, the groundwork, do the groundwork. Make sure that you review everything you can about the business you're applying for. Make sure you're totally prepared. Again, if you are not prepared, that's going to be your Achilles heel. So be prepared for that interview. The things that move you forward is the confidence. You've got to be confident. So again, when you walk in there, be confident and know that you're not doing this only for money, that this is a place you'd like to work. Again, do not work only for the money. Work because it is a better choice than previous. It seems to be a good employer. For whatever reason it is, know why you are choosing this one over the other, and money is not the answer. So do not use money as the answer in that question. If they ask why here, give them a why. Why? Because you're one of the Fortune 500. Why? Because you have, you put together a great product or you have a great service. Why? Because when you create teams to work on things, those teams create wonderful things. Why? Because the company's a visionary. Why? Because they treat their employees well, and I'd like to work with somebody who treats me well that I can respect. Very good reasons, okay? And then in the end, the outcome is a good union. And I've told you this before, I think this job is going to wind up being yours because, again, I see this and that thing. So, again, on Friday, don't be surprised if that goes very well. This card's telling you that this is a good union. You guys are a good symmetry. You and this company work well, will be working well together. So, again, do those things. Do the research, lay the groundwork, make sure that you find other reasons why you work for the company, not just the money. The money is not the issue, or even if it is, you don't tell them that. Again, your focus should be what else drives me to this company, and it should be more about what the company is doing for other people than what the company can do for you. If you're talking about what the company can do for you, I will tell you that's not going to work. Again, but I think that you already have those answers. You're going to do a good job. There is that, again, that good symmetry. Okay? So good luck with that. Let us know, Jody. I'm curious to see how this works out. I will not be surprised that you come back and say that it was yours. But, you know, I always want to know. So with next in line, and again, don't rest on your laurels. Don't expect it to come to you. Nothing is, you're not owed anything. Okay? Everybody in this life, you're not owed anything. So make sure that when you go into an interview or anything else, that you go in doing all the work necessary and be prepared. Okay? Next is T. Marie. T. Marie. T. Marie. Alrighty then. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. T. Marie. The thing that holds you back is you don't like new things. You don't like having to start over. You don't like having to see things in a different way. You don't like having to look beyond where you are. Again, this is a problem. Again, you like consistency. You like staying with what works, and you like no surprises. No, I mean, you like surprises, like happy surprises. But again, you don't like having to rebuild. You don't like having to start something new or having to meet new people and then work on relationships and stuff. And that's a problem. So look at those new things as new opportunities, not new problems, new opportunities. Okay, so if I'm having to take on something new, well then, hey, this is something else I can learn. That's a new thing. That's an opportunity. If I have something else, I now have to endure something, another struggle. Well, wow, this is helping me because I can learn how to handle this struggle and use it down the road. Again, opportunity. So keep that in mind. The thing that moves you forward is stay within your belief and your determination. Don't go outside the line. Don't look for everybody else to fix it for you. It's in you. Don't look for anything else more than the structure in which you are, that you grew up in, the belief system that you grew in. Inside that is all your answers. So stay true to yourself, stay true to your beliefs, stay true to your determination, and you will succeed. And the one thing you got to watch for the next 2 months is a very dark, negative energy. Again, an energy of you being, always in a very negative way, again, a negative energy. So don't let this negative energy infiltrate you. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it find its way, because when it plants itself, it's hard to get out of it. So again, as these things start happening, go to your faith, go to your strengths, and as soon as you start feeling this negative energy, tell it, go, you got to go, go. Call in your spirit guides and tell the spirit guides to get them out of there. Call in your gatekeeper and make sure that you tell the gatekeeper to get that spirit the hell out of here. Because again, you have the control. You just have to make sure you take control. Okay? That's what I'm getting for you. So again, control yourself. Do not allow yourself to go into a dark place for the next 2 months. Don't allow yourself to get into this depression or what if game or none of that stuff. Okay? Okay, with that said, next in line, I think, is not here. I will ask one more time though, and that is this guy is a stud. This guy's a stud. Are you still here? Don't be nervous, Marie. Don't be nervous. Take this as information, as learning and educational, and information that you can learn to use and grow with. Again, that's the thing about it. It's not the thing that we don't know that scares us. It's the thing that if we're not careful, it's what we should know. It's what we know that should scare us sometimes. So again, focus on that. Okay. Again, focus on the positive. Do not allow yourself to go into that negative space. And it could be done by people around you. People around you could be driving you in there. People, situations you can go there. So again, again, don't let them come in. Don't let it sink in. See everything as an opportunity, not as a problem. No obstacles, only opportunities. No matter how bleak it may sound, no, it's an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to expand, an opportunity to test. Find a word, it'll work. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And the last guy did not show. He is gone. And with that, so will I be, because I am done for the night. Of course, the stud isn't here. I know. Where's a stud when you need one, right? Corinne. Everybody wants a stud until they're just not there. I love it. Anyway, with that said, I'm out of here. I would say we are. I'm so used to having people with me when I do this, but I'm out of here. Hopefully, you guys had a few good readings, and more importantly, thank you for Cindy allowing your father to come through and for that great energy. That was amazing. I'm going to head out to school in a little while. I'm going to get a little bit of a snack or something and a drink so I can hydrate. Because again, when you do spirit work, no matter who you are, hydrate yourself. Make sure you have enough liquids in you. You have to be hydrated to be a good spiritualist. And secondly, if you want to embrace your skills, grow your skills, learn your skills, meet your skills, any of those things with spirits, with psychic or any metaphysical abilities, consider joining us on Tuesday night for our class. And all you have to do is send me an email down here, advice@Sonoran Mystic Tarot. It's coming right there right now. And when you send an email to me, I will send you a link to the Zoom class. The Zoom class starts at 8 p.m. East Coast, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And that class is free to everybody. I send you a Zoom link, and you're in. Without the Zoom link, you cannot get into the class. But again, it's free, and it's everybody else trying to learn and grow and expand our metaphysical abilities. So all are welcome, no matter what skill set you are, even if you're a very beginner. We have beginners, intermediates, advanced, and then superstars. They're all there, and each of us help each other. It's not an actual class. You're not going to be instructed. It's more of a mentorship where people come on and we ask questions and share, and then we practice. We do a lot of practicing and a lot of practicing to understand and grow our vocabulary. So with that said, again, everybody's welcome. You're welcome to send me an email, and I will respond. Moon is trolling. Moon, I almost got out of here. Why did you wait so long? Come on, Moon. Lord have mercy. Well, Moon, the way you found yourself in is me helping you find your way out the door as I head out the door. Thanks, everybody. Again, have a great one. I'm out of here. I appreciate all you do. Don't forget, if you can, please, before I head out, hit the like button. Please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed or followed, do that too. Take care, everybody. Love you all. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Let me get out of here. There we go.